Good morning. This is Wills on Wednesday, episode 8, and we are going to talk about what happens if I die and I'm in the middle of a legal separation or divorce, and that divorce is not final. Or what happens if my soon-to-be ex-spouse dies before the divorce is final and before all of the discussion about alimony, children, and the settlement discussion or the property settlement is finalized and a final order is entered into the court. So I attended yesterday a really great discussion about what does happen in the middle of a divorce proceeding and someone passes away. And there's a really short answer and there's a really long answer. We're going to talk a little bit about the short answer first, and then kind of a little bit more about the long answer. The short answer to that question is really more likely than not, a 99.9% chance, just a really strong chance that the divorce proceeding will end. Will just completely be dismissed. All of the agreements that may be in place that just haven't been finalized by the court, everything goes away. So just completely dismissed. And so if you've spent months, possibly years, working on a discussion about who gets what property, how much money is divided, who gets the children and custody and child support, all of that, it will all go away. And there are a few, of course, exceptions about things in there, but for the most part, everything will go away. And the probate court, which is a completely different court, a completely different judge, a completely different system, and a completely different set of rules, will take over. And the probate court is where estate plans, what I do, wills and trusts, estate plans come into play. And so if you are the one who passes away, or if your soon-to-be ex-spouse passes away and does not have an updated estate plan, then there could be difficulties in all those months and months of agreements moving over to the probate court, because frankly the probate court just won't pay attention to all of those agreements. They will go by what the will says. So the long answer to what happens is if you do not have an updated estate plan and you're in the middle of a legal separation, contemplating divorce, really even at the end of a divorce proceeding, and that divorce, a final order has not been entered, then you should strongly, strongly consider getting an updated estate plan. And remember that an estate plan will encompass your will, your financial power of attorney, your healthcare power of attorney, and your living will. So that way, if something happens to you, if something happens to your ex-spouse, then you guys have a plan in place about what happens. Now, you may or may not be able to force your soon-to-be ex-spouse to get an updated estate plan, but you certainly have control over whether or not you get an updated estate plan. And I would also strongly recommend, if you are in the middle of a divorce proceeding, speak with your family law attorney, speak with your divorce attorney about getting in touch with a good estate planning attorney who understands the process of updating an estate plan during the course of a divorce, and what that means. And also speaking with that family law attorney, the divorce attorney, about working with an estate planning attorney to make sure that in the divorce proceeding papers, there is a contemplation of death during the divorce and even following the divorce. And we can talk about more on that particular topic later on a different episode. But the really important message here is, if you are contemplating divorce, if you are in the middle of a divorce, or if you are at the end of a divorce proceeding, but the final order of decree, the final order of decree has not been entered, you should strongly consider getting an updated estate plan so that you can ensure that your things that you are entitled to go to the people that you want them to go to, and that your children are also protected. This is Amy Rafeka, Wills on Wednesday, episode 8, speaking about what happens if someone passes away in the middle of a divorce. Get your updated estate plan in place, have your divorce attorney contemplate the death of the soon-to-be ex-spouse and you in the divorce proceeding papers as well. If you have questions, reach out to us at Atlanta Wills and Trust Law Group. We'd be happy to work with your divorce attorney. We'd be happy to work with you to get your estate plan updated. 770-508-6525. We'd love to talk to you.